BDR Kelson here, and let's look at this race at Monza, Daily Race B, starting in 6th, and this looks like it could be an interesting little race. Now, one thing that I usually don't do is this. This is the view that I usually use. I think a lot of people use this view. I find it, I could see more of the track, whatnot, but this is the view that I use when I'm racing. And I thought this was a very good race. And right off the bat, Captain and I are side by side in a drag race down toward this chicane. And he's racing clean, I'm racing clean. We're not, you can see space in between us, which is really nice. And I back out. Not worth it in the first lap. I've often said you can not win a race in the first lap, but you can certainly lose it. So keep that in mind for later in the race. Somebody just went off the track, which is unfortunate. And another person in front of us has a 2-second penalty. So as long as I can stay close, it looks like I may gain position. So, hey, I mean, in the first lap, I started 6th. I have a really, really good chance of finishing the lap in 4th, which, hey, that's good. Now I'm once again in a drag race with Captain, and this time it looks like I may get him. Let's look behind us here. He's right with us, but I have the inside, and he does back out. And so, by not being uber aggressive with Captain in that first turn, or, you know, where we were going into that turn, I have now managed to go from 6th to 3rd, a podium position, in 1 lap. And I am extremely pleased with that. I have no problem with 3rd. A podium position is good. And now there's a yellow flag. I don't know where that is on the track. I don't know. So let's see how close Captain is. He's still with us. Staying in the slipstream. Now that right there, people would think that's a bad turn. For some reason, I gain speed when I do that, so I try to do that every single time. I don't know what it is, but that's what works for me, and whatever. So it looks like P1, Tony, is the one that lost it. And that was that. If you just saw the message pop up, that was Captain Stave apologizing, I guess. I don't know why, because it was clean racing in my opinion on that front straight. It was clean racing. I mean, and he could have backed out. I could have backed out. I backed out, even though I had the inside line. That's not where I like to be. I like to be where Captain was in that. And then he just said, I gave it right back, and that's what he did at the end of that first lap. He gave it back to me, which is fantastic. You know, hey, thank you very much, Captain. You're the man. Okay, so we're still in 3rd place. Let's see where Captain is. He's still hanging with us, but it looks like he got a track limit penalty of a ½ second there. And here we go. Oh. And then he hits me again, and he gave it right back again. So maybe that's what he was talking about when he said sorry. But now he's got a 2.5 second penalty. which is unfortunate for him because he was having a very good race. He's pretty fast. Unfortunately for me, kind of put me behind the leaders here, but hey, there you go with that that exit from that turn again. That's where I'm fast. I don't know what it is. That's just what I do. Anyway, and I don't lose it there. I really don't. I don't lose it there. People don't pass me. I never miscalculate. I just do that generally every single time. And that's why I'm faster. I don't know what it is. When I try to hit it just right, it doesn't work out for me. And I end up getting a lot of track limit penalties there too. So here we go towards the chicane. I gotta say, I took this chicane right most of the time in this race. So I was really happy with that. Now there you see Captain is taking his penalty, and Jack will pass him. And I am creeping ever closer to top spots. And we go into the fourth lap, still on the podium position. And again, I'm very happy with that. All right. Now it looks like Junior is pulling away from Tony a little bit here. So we got some work to do, because we're kind of evenly spaced. I would say I'm about a second, 1.2, 1.3 seconds behind Tony. And there's that turn again. I love that turn. Anyway, it just cracks me up. Anyway, ooh, not good there. But we're still kind of evenly spaced. If I slow down, they seem to slow down. If I speed up, they seem to speed up. And where's Jack? Jack is, well, he's still 2-3 seconds behind. So I'm not really worried about Jack at the moment, but I would like to put a little bit more distance between me and P4, which is Jack right now, because I don't want to have to deal with aggression on the last lap. And I did that one okay. I mean, it was okay, whatever. So here we go, coming to the back straight, leading to the start-finish line and the beginning of a very eventful final lap. Very interesting final lap. Hold on to your seats with this one, because this was just, I don't know. This is typical Kelson racing on this lap. It's just, you know, it is what it is. So here we are. We're like probably still around a second and a half behind the leaders, but hey, here's what I'm looking at. They are fighting for and look at this, we got a penalty, and is that, I can't tell, how long of a penalty is that? That is a half-second penalty. You got a track limit penalty. So if I can somehow get close enough to him, I may be able to pass him for P2. So let's see what we can do here. And to my benefit, he's fighting with P1, and it looks like they bumped. And there you go. So now the guy, Tony, who was in first place, has a penalty. So, and with that little bump, it slowed both of them down, and you can see I've closed. So this looks good for me for P2. And Jack is still quite a bit away with Captain Save-A-Lot, quite a bit away. But you can see I'm right on. Now I've got to take this right here. This is the oh my God. You know, oh, gee. Well, Three Stooges music. So Jack passes me, but he's got a penalty. Captain Stave passes me, but he's got a penalty. So I, somehow, by the luck of the angels, instead of losing third place and the podium, the two guys behind me had penalties. Now, here's Captain Stave coming right behind me, and he moves out, but it's way too late. Race is over. I get the podium after absolutely, I don't even know the word for how bad I took that that chicane. I just totally was like, forgot there was a track there. Now, what I don't understand, and this is just the honest to God's truth, what I don't understand is how I didn't get a track limit penalty there at all. That did not make any sense to me at all. I explain that to me. Why didn't I get a track limit penalty? All four of my tires, I believe, on multiple occasions, were off the track there. So, you know, honestly, had I thought about it, you know, and I'm thinking about it now, but in the heat of the moment, I really didn't think about it. Honestly, I probably should have pulled over and let Captain win, get the podium, because I don't personally feel it's fair when somebody messes up a turn on his own. Nobody was near me, nobody hit me, no anything, you know, a bird didn't fly into my windshield, anything like that. That was just Kelson mucking up a turn, and boy did I muck it up. But you tell me, should I have gotten a penalty on that just devastating incident that I basically brought upon myself? Or not basically, literally brought upon myself? My answer is yes. I'm sure most people will say yes as well. But what I'd like to know is why you think I did not get a penalty on that. Because now that I'm thinking about it, again, in the heat of the moment, I was just trying to keep the car from flipping over and going into the shadow realm completely. But in the heat of the moment, I wasn't even thinking about that, about the penalty. I was just trying to point the car in the right direction and finish the race and keep a position, whatever that I could get out of it. It wasn't until really after the race, after my heart started, you know, stopped beating at a mile a minute, and after I changed my dirty underwear, because, yeah, I scared the hell out of me. Anyway, well, scared to hell, by hell, I mean, well, you know. Anyway, seriously, though, should I have gotten a penalty there? I do. I think I should have. I think most people would agree that I should have. But what I really want to know is, why did I not get a penalty there when I can just barely touch a rumble strip in just the wrong way or whatever, and I get a track limit penalty, but I didn't get a track limit penalty for that? Why? I'd really like to know some opinions. Is it just, you know, the coding of the game that they messed up there? Because I should have gotten a penalty. And I have gotten penalties there for much less. Anyway, I'm done talking about it. You're probably tired of hearing my voice. Talk to you later.